United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Council of the Township of Roxbury was given as required by the Open Public Meetings Act as follows. On December 28, 2022, notice was emailed and faxed to the Daily Record, the North Star Ledger, the Roxbury Register, and published in the Daily Record. Notice shall also remain posted throughout the year on the bulletin board in the main hallway of the municipal building.
Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Albrecht.
Here.
Councilman Carey.
Here.
Councilman Crowley.
Here.
Councilman DiFilippo.
Here.
Councilman Hall. Councilman Patillo. Mayor Riley.
Here. I know Mr. Patillo's out of town on business, and Mr. Hall had to take care of some other items, so they will not be joining us this evening. That brings us to our first order of business, and that is the Fire Prevention Bureau recognition. I'd like to call up Mr. Mike Pellick. Mike, I'm turning it over to you.
Do I need a mic or am I loud enough?
Let's see.
Hang on.
Hold on. Time out. There's a call.
I see how it
Everybody run.
Don't give me that.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for allowing me to have some recognition for my staff because they make my job easy. I'm just nothing more than the orchestra. They're the ones that do all the work. They make my life easy, come to work every day, what they do, as we can see throughout the town. So I want to recognize them on a couple of things that I'm proud of. The first one is going to be, in January there was an award that was coming up with our New Jersey chapter, International Association of Arson Investigators, and actually I put two of my people in for this award. So I'm going to read their quick little bios that went with their application, and I'll tell you who got the award because he hasn't actually been at the meeting to get it yet. So first is Fire Inspector Micah Amendinger. Micah has a long service career dating back to 1995 with Roxbury Township Fire Department. He's not only a firefighter, but has held the line of officer positions until the year 2005. In 2006, Micah became a career firefighter with the City of Orange, New Jersey. He's currently still employed there and to this date where he's risen to the rank of Deputy Chief, serving as a Corps Commander. In 2010, the present time, Micah has been employed part-time by the Township of Roxbury Bureau of Fire Prevention as a fire inspector. He's received a unit citation award for continuing to contribute to no fire-related fatalities since the year 2000 to present, 23 consecutive years. In 2022, he enrolled in the New Jersey International Association of Arson Investigators Fire Investigator class and completed the class successfully, scoring high within his class. Micah currently is assigned to our investigative team and has been lead investigator on several fires within the township. The second person that I put in for was Fire Inspector Mike Sawicki. Mike started his fire service career in 2012 with the Byram Township Fire Department that I also belong to. He currently holds a position as senior captain of the department. In 2016 through 2019, Michael joined and became a career firefighter with the City of Scranton, Pennsylvania. He was a valued firefighter there until 2019. In 2019, Michael transferred his career to Westfield, New Jersey Fire Department, where he continues to serve. In addition, through his extensive training, he is also a member of the Jersey Task Force 1. While continuing to serve both Byram Township and Westfield Fire Departments, Michael joined Roxbury Township Fire Prevention in 2020 as a fire inspector. In 2022, he also enrolled in the same fire investigator class and completed the class, scoring very high within his class. The day he passed and completed the class, he put his skills to work. Within less than 2 hours, he responded and assisted the Sussex County Fire Marshal's office at the scene of a structure fire. He currently is assigned as part of an investigative team in Roxbury, where he's been lead investigator on structure fires and vehicle fires. The New Jersey International Association of Arson Investigators picked Mike Sawicki, winning the Gene Dandersfeld Memorial Scholarship, which pays for a year's worth of training at no cost in next year's IAAI conference. both in. To me, they both deserved it. Mike got it, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Micah as well. Next is, we did this in 2015. At the time, we had gone 15 years without a fire fatality since year 2000 in Roxbury. So I'd like to give a unit citation to my whole department. And I'll read what a unit citation is, and then I'll read the proclamation, and then call each one up for their certificate. And like I said, these are the people that do the work for you every single day that pays dividends to the Township of Roxbury. Like I said, I just get to be their leader. Certificate, a unit citation. Participation of members of an operating unit and/or the entire department staff is incited in action. In recognition of valuable contribution through fire code enforcement and public safety education to the Township of Roxbury Bureau of Fire Prevention and the Township of Roxbury, making Roxbury Township a fire-safe community and recording no fire-related fatalities for the past 23 consecutive years, year 2000 through 2023. Everybody plays a role, and it starts with the minute the phone rings. Whoever's on the end, Crystal's here. Crystal sat in my office many years, answered the phone. Rena Rodriguez now answers the phone. So that's like the first responder. She's the first one giving the information if you're ordering a smoke detector inspection, someone questioning one of our inspections, how it's done. So Rena, I'd like to have you come up first and accept this award. Fire Inspector Micah Almadanger. Fire Inspector Mark Sylvester. Fire Inspector Joe Matula. And last but not least, Fire Inspector Mike Sawicki.
Sure. It'll be easier, actually. I didn't bring my order. You can Photoshop it in.
And just lastly, I'd like to thank the department. We all function as a team, whether it's fire prevention, fire department, EMS, whatever. Also like to thank the township manager, the council for always being behind us and supporting what we do.
Why are you, I got something I got to read to you.
Okay?
Township of Roxbury, certificate of outstanding achievement presented to Michael Keller for 30 years of selfless and dedicated service as fire official. Roxbury Township's mayor and council commends you on your outstanding achievement for the past 30 years in serving the Roxbury community as our fire official. During this time, you have also responded to over 4,000 fire calls, including a fire in 2000 where you saved the lives of 2 infants. Thank you for your commitment to the Township of Roxbury, which is a safer community with your service.
Like I said, it's been my pleasure to be here the last 30 years. I'm very fortunate to be in the position I've been from the minute I walked in this door to be department head at a very young age. It's been a great career. Everybody here is my family. We go out of the way for any one of us at any given time. So thank you.
Mike, just a few people from fire prevention want to say a few words. Maybe a few people that want to say a few words. So. Now's your time.
As everyone knows, my name's Mike Dominic, and I was introduced by Mike Mike, this night was really all about you. Thank you to the council, mayor, and Mr. Shepherd, and Mark. We put this little thing behind, and Slicky, we put this little thing behind your back.
Hard to keep a secret.
This truthfully is a night
I
about you.
apologize for how difficult he was.
Yeah, Jackie.
I kept saying to him, like, just don't be a jerk about it, just don't do it.
Many phone calls back and forth to Jackie as well, trying to figure this out, how to plan. I know you were not very happy about it last week. And Ray and I kind of grinded through it, not to,
It's all about you guys.
Yeah, I know. But truthfully, this night is about you. You've been the fire official in this town for 30 years. You have built this into one heck of a well-run machine. You've set the foundation for all of us. And you finally decide to walk out the door, the next person that gets your job is walking into a very well-run, easy job. Seriously. You've done a great job being a mentor to all of us. Joe became a fire official in another town. Mark's a fire official in another town. Dave Corber in the back's a fire official in another town. You know, you really have done. You sent us to the arson investigator class. You told us all to go out and get our fire official license. But not only about work. On the outside of work, you've been nothing more than a mentor to us, a good listener, just a man we can all look up to. So, just want to say congratulations to you, and thank you for your service, and thank you for giving us the tools to succeed and grow, okay? So thank you. Chief?
Hey everybody, my name is Jerry Filippo. I am the current department chief of the Roxbury Fire Department. We spend a lot of time with Mike during the day. He's always there for us. We're always there for him. He stays with us. When everything is over and done with, he'll bring us all inside and show us what happened, what transpired with the fire. And we appreciate all the help he's given us and the town for the last 30 years. And Mike, I'd like you to come up. We have a presentation for you. From the Roxbury Fire Department, we consider Mike and his staff members of our fire department. Congratulations on 30 years.
Next time, come to wear my white shirt in class A.
Thank you, everybody.
I think it's appropriate that we have a proclamation for this evening for declaring the week of May 21st through 27th as Emergency Medical Service Week. Whereas emergency medical services are a vital public service, and whereas the members of the Township of Roxbury's Volunteer Emergency Medical Services team are ready to provide life-saving care to those who need it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas the emergency medical services system consists of emergency medical technicians, first responders, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, law enforcement, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. Whereas the members of the Township of Roxbury Volunteer Emergency Medical Services team engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. Whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value of the accomplishments of the Township of Roxbury's Volunteer Emergency Medical Service team by designated Emergency Medical Service Week. Now therefore, I, Jim Riley, Mayor of the Township of Roxbury and County of Morris, State of New Jersey, in recognition of this event, do hereby proclaim the week of May 21st to 27th, 2023 as Emergency Medical Service Week with the EMS Week EMS Week theme, where emergency care begins. And I encourage the community to observe this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. So congratulations and thank you very much.
Okay.
Afterwards?
Is there anybody else that wanted to speak on Mike's behalf before we let him go?
Hang on.
Deputy Mayor.
I just want to say thank you, Mike, personally, because as you know, those were my infants that you saved. And that put me on my path today. And thank you for always being there for me. Thank you.
I don't get to serve too much with Mike, but for the last 25 years, I've had to put up with him at chief meetings, so that counts for something. Always a good time.
Again, I apologize.
We'll be doing that a few more years. So thank you all very much for coming tonight. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting.
I'd just like to touch that we invite everyone back to Company 2 Firehouse, 110 Shipport Road after the meeting for cake and coffee.
Okay. Thank you. All right, thank you all very much.
Thanks, everybody.
What you said about the supervising,
No. Get your hands.
Tommy. You said bring the EMS in. Bring the EMS members in. No, come on.
Yeah, you want to do, you're the photographer. You are the photographer. Where do you want to go, Carl? Where's your other hand? Where's your other hand? All right, go on. Fish. Come on, Ryan, new daddy. Jonathan, are you out there? We're gonna get on senior.
Right there.
I can absolutely.
It makes it easier when we asking everybody.
Yes. I can absolutely do it.
I apologize to the remaining audience. We have some great volunteers in here. Recognize them gratefully and we would like to get their picture. Next item up is Proclamation Pride Month. Whereas the Township Council of the Township of Roxbury recognizes and proclaims the month of June 2023 as Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Queer Pride Month throughout the Township of Roxbury. Whereas the Township of Roxbury recognizes Pride Month to honor the history of the LGBTQ+ liberation movement and to support the rights of all citizens to experience equality and freedom from discrimination. Whereas the Township of Roxbury welcomes and encourages diversity and inclusion within our community. Whereas all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. LGBTQ+ individuals have an immeasurable impact to the cultural, civic, and economic success of our country. Whereas the Township of Roxbury is committed to supporting visibility, dignity, and equality for LGBTQ+ people in our diverse communities. Whereas while society at large increasingly supports LGBTQ+ equality, it is essential to acknowledge that the need for education and awareness remains violent to end discrimination and prejudice. Whereas the Township of Roxbury supports LGBTQ+ people and the protection of their civil liberties and their ability to live openly, equally, and without fear. Whereas the nation is founded on the principle that every individual has infinite dignity and worth, and the Town Council calls upon the people of the municipality to embrace this principle and work to eliminate prejudice everywhere it exists. And whereas celebrating Pride Month influences awareness and provides support and advocacy for the Township of Roxbury's LGBTQ+ community, it is an opportunity to take action and engage in dialogue to strengthen alliances, build acceptance, and advance equal rights. Now therefore be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Township of Roxbury do hereby proclaim the month of June 2023 be Pride Month in support of the LGBTQ+ community. Signed by myself, given today. I believe Pastor Carey is here from the First Presbyterian Church. Would you like to come up and accept? I swear that's the last of the proclamations. Moving along to approval of minutes.
I'll move the March 28th meeting.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Albrecht.
Yes.
Councilman Carey.
Yes.
Councilman Crowley.
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo.
Yes.
Mayor Riley.
Yes. That takes us to the public portion. If anybody in the public wishes to be heard on any issue, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we'll close the public portion. Reports of council liaison, representatives, council committees, and no old business. Mr. Crowley.
Thank you, Mayor. We did have an open space meeting last week. Went very well. We are working on the master plan for open space and recreation combined plan. I think John went out, was going out this week or next, I think, if I remember correctly. I also want to call attention to Resolution 2023-125, where we received $113,000. That's for landing channel, to start to work on landing channel. Great news that we're actually getting.
It's a grant from the Highlands.
It's a grant from the Highlands, so it's not tax money involved. Not from us. Oh, there's no matching grant that we had to add. Oh, I have that.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you. I just want to report that the block party on Saturday was a great success, even though it was rainy. I think a lot of people came out. John, because a mother drive her SUV onto the grass up to the water, let her kids get out and play. And the lady said, you know, they just did all this, they planted grass seed. Well, I can do this, so can we get maybe signage, don't park on the grass? It's silly as it sounds.
We'll put something in there. I'm surprised myself.
Right?
But we'll work on some
And the
signage.
residents up on that are around Conklin Pond, I've heard from several of them about how happy they are with that renovation.
It looks
So
great.
that's why they're, now when they see something, they're calling, you know, so.
We'll take a look at that.
And that's all I have. Oh, Memorial Day Parade is coming up.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about that. And we do that rain or shine, and if it's raining, Michelle, we will be
Under the pavilion.
under the pavilion, unfortunately, if it rains. Perfect.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. No marching in the rain, but we do have a ceremony, but I think we're gonna have sunny weather, right? And that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dean?
Okay then.
No, the only thing I'd like to add is, and I'm sorry that Pastor Carey left, but in addition to the proclamation for Pride Month, which we do every year, I'd like to also talk about the first Pride event that we'll be having in Roxbury this year. It's Pride Anti-Bullying between the First Presbyterian Church and the library. There's a ton of sponsors. A lot of people are going to be involved. A lot of fun, a lot of food, a lot of face painting. So I encourage a lot of residents to come down 10 to 1, June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd on Main Street. Pride.
It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah. That's it. Very good. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Carey?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Normally I would be reporting on the Board of Education meeting, which did not happen yesterday and is going on right now. So I'll have to report back on that next council meeting. And just wanted to really give a word of thanks to our fire department and to our firefighters and inspectors. They do tremendous work and really deserve the recognition. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
And you come from a fighting family, right?
I do. My father was a lieutenant and my uncle was a lieutenant on the police department.
Okay, moving on. Amy, you have anything? John?
I would just like to recognize Michelle Howard for coming to the meeting. I've invited her almost every meeting. She's a resident of Roxbury. She finally came, so I meant that for the record. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
You know when the meetings are.
I listened to all the Zoom ones.
Michelle, was in trouble finding a room?
I found it very easily, thank you.
If it wasn't for Michelle, I don't think we could find it.
I know. Agreed. Tim, even though we haven't met yet, welcome aboard. Do you have anything from Tony's office?
Thank you, Mayor. Pleasure to be here tonight. It's been quite a while since I've seen some of you guys, but I have nothing to report on tonight.
Okay, thank you. We've been very busy with traffic and housing committee issues. We'll get you up to speed on that as soon as we can. We're getting some things laid out there. So, very busy. All right, finished with that. We'll move on to matters request to refer the manager, attorney, or clerk. Zoning Board of Adjustment, we had a resignation. Suggestion here is to move John Summers from alternate number 1 to full member to fill the vacancy of Colin Fury, which expired at 10/31/26.
I'll move.
I'll
Do we need a
second.
motion for that?
Definitely.
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Albrecht.
Yes.
Councilman Carey.
Yes.
Councilman Crowley.
Yes.
Councilman DiFilippo.
Yes.
Mayor Riley.
Yes. Introduction of proposed ordinances, we have none. Hearing and adoption of ordinances on second reading, we have none. Introduction and adoption of resolutions. It's a big-
Mayor, I would like to move 2023-124 up to and including 2023-1.
Thank you. Second by Mr. Crowley, any discussion?
I believe Del Ave playground is in there, which is very exciting.
Any discussion?
2023-126 is the funding for the Dell Ave playground, and that is very thrilling.
We have two big things here between the lake jail and the Pentagon and Dell Park, so nice to see those projects move forward.
Absolutely.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Albrecht.
Yes.
Councilman Carey.
Yes.
Councilman Crowley.
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo.
Yes.
Mayor Riley.
Yes. Personnel changes, we have none. Communications, does anybody have any items to bring up in the communication package? Seeing none. That brings us to our second public portion. Would anybody in the public wish to be heard on any issue, please raise your hand. Young man in the front.
Robert Wilson, just want to council Saturday morning, the VFW members and volunteers lead the parade, and we've got the flags put on the cemetery. So we're all set to go there. Hopefully we'll be good for the
I did see the ones in the Presbyterian Cemetery when we laid our fire department graves out. It looked beautiful. It's one of the favorite days of the year when we do our flags. You guys beat us to it all the time.
We're popping flags into this concrete.
Yeah.
It's so hard, but we managed to have it done. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Always thank you for all your work. Anybody else in public wish to be heard? Yes, ma'am.
Corinne Barrero, Eland Avenue, Mississauga Sonicers. A couple things. You mentioned how much we received from the Highlands and the grant. How much was the Dell grant?
70,000 from the state.
And then the one for the stormwater
That's 25,000 from the state.
from the state?
Correct.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. Second thing I'd like to mention is it seems that you might have an opening on the zoning board for an alternate. And I would like to know how you put your application in or put my name in that hat. Consider.
You just did, right?
Wonderful, thank you. The third thing is, Mr. Craig, you mentioned, Board of Ed meeting tonight. I just wanted to bring to your attention, if you weren't aware, the contentious nature of the Board of Ed meetings lately around issues that I think will bleed into the rest of Roxbury Township, which is around book banning and things like that. If you're not aware of how bad things are, listen to the audio of the meetings. And a particular concern was elected politicians showing up at our Board of Ed meetings where they don't live in our town, where they don't have kids in their schools, berating our Board of Education volunteers about things that they should be doing and threatening to replace them if they don't do what he's asking them to do. So just have it on your radar because this is probably going to spill over to the public library, which would be an awful thing to have that great resource undercover. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else in the public wish to be heard on any issue, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we'll close the public portion. Do we have an executive session?
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Motion to adjourn, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Okay.